Welcome back, guys, to part 2 of this series on Western Australia. In this episode we're leaving Albany. We've just stocked up on food and fuel and everything, and we're heading west. In this video we'll head towards Denmark, follow the coast around to Augusta, then Margaret River, then up through Busselton, Bunbury, and finish up in Fremantle. So we'll take you guys along for the ride, and this is the first time I've been in this area, so we'll show you the best I can the sights and things to do and see around the southwest of Western Australia. Enjoy, guys. Just driving into Albany at the moment, and I'm noticing it reminds me a lot like the Adelaide Hills, or more so maybe driving into Warrnambool. Yeah, very beautiful, and we're just noticing a few orchards along the way and vineyards, so it looks like we're coming into wine country.
We arrived late morning into Albany and took a drive around to get a feel for this beautiful town. We then headed to the historical whale centre to learn about the whaling process which took place here in the mid-20th century.
Just a short 15 to 20 minute drive from Albany is Frenchman's Bay, and there's a lot to see out here. The first stop we've come to is the whaling station, the old whaling station, and it was $35 for adults and $12 for children to get in. And yeah, it's a self-guided tour, and you can there's certain times of the day they have a talk and run you through the process. And included in the feed next door there's a wildlife park and botanic gardens, and yeah, that's where we are now, and it's quite interesting. Yeah, the whaling station in its day was opened in 1955 I think, and closed in 1962, and they killed over 14,000 whales, which is incredible and quite sad, but it's yeah, very interesting, the history and how they did it, and what the parts of the whale was used for. So well worth stopping by, I think, and have a look through the old whaling station.
In the afternoon, we took a look around some interesting sights in the pretty town of Albany. First stop was an information centre, where one of the staff gave us a map and highlighted some scenic areas to look at, plus the historic sites like Western Australia's oldest building and the Anzac Memorial, which is a must-see.
Behind me here we have Western Australia's oldest standing dwelling, built in 1832. This is called the Patrick Taylor Cottage. It's very well restored, and the gardens are immaculate. Beautiful gardens too. Well worth a visit in Albany.
It was getting late in the afternoon, and the lady in the info centre suggested a good location to watch the sunset. So we headed out to the wind farm at the end of Sand Patch Road. Next morning we headed out to the Torndirrup National Park, where there are some stunning beaches and the famous Gap, which features a 25-metre sheer drop to the ocean. First stop was Misery Beach.
So we're just heading down to Misery Beach, which is only about 5 minutes from that whaling station. Not sure what it's like yet, but from the car park it looked pretty blue, so we'll head down and check it out. A lovely walk through the scrubby.
All the attractions are well signposted off Frenchman's Bay Road, and the next stop was the Blowholes, which is a steep 900-metre walk down from the car park.
Give it one more minute. Well, that was the walk down to the Blowholes. Bit of an anti-climax, but it might have been just the tidal movement. Certainly heard them, but we never saw any water come out the Blowholes. It's a steep walk down, maybe 800 metres down to the rocks, which is okay. But coming back up, yeah, just take it slowly and easy. If you have a heart problem, I would definitely not go down there. But yeah, well worth coming and have a look though.
Salmon Holes was our next stop, and the beach was stunning. There is a steep staircase leading down to the beach, and we could see a lone fisherman trying his luck to hook the elusive salmon. Next, we drove a short distance to the Gap and Natural Bridge. The platform at the Gap isn't for the faint-hearted. As you stand on the platform and look straight down, you can see the rocks and ocean below. A short walk from the Gap platform, there is a viewing platform for the Natural Bridge. If it wasn't so windy, I would have liked to fly the drone straight through the Gap.
Right, push it over, Jacob. Push it over. Push that rock over. I'll give you $100 if you can lift it and push it over.
Good Beach was a nice beach to spend a couple of hours at. Jacob enjoyed his swim, and they have a shower in the car park to wash off the salt and sand before hopping back into your car. This is a really nice beach to end our time in Torndirrup National Park. We drove back into Albany and stopped at the park and had lunch and a coffee, before heading up Mount Clarence to the Anzac Memorial and the National Anzac Centre. A must see in my opinion. We headed back to our campsite and had an early dinner. We also had an early night as we were getting up early and heading about 1 hour east to Porongarup National Park, where we will be hiking up to the Granite Skywalk. This has been on my bucket list for a long time.
So we're just starting the Skywalk. It's a 2.2 kilometre return walk. I think it takes 2 hours. Well, they recommended 2 hours. It's a steep climb apparently. There's supposed to be a reward at the end with a glass bridge wrapped around a rock with a beautiful 360-degree view. So we'll climb this hill and see you at the top. Have a rest. About maybe 30% of the way up, Jacob. Alright, let's keep walking. Oh, Jacob's catching up now. It's all about the hare and the tortoise, Jacob. You're the hare running ahead, getting the stitch. Then you have a rest for 10 minutes. Dad just cruises past you. You the hare, I'm the tortoise. Push it. You put your back into it. You need 2 hands. Yeah, it's not glass underneath, is it? Well, that was a Castle Hill Rock climb, or walk should I say, and the climb. I was wrong about the 2.2 kilometres return. It's 2.2 kilometres one way and it's all uphill. It wasn't too bad. I just took my time. We stopped a couple of times for a rest and I think it took us an hour and a quarter to get up the top. So yeah, it's a beautiful view up there, and the last little bit you've got to climb up a ladder, but it's all relatively safe and easy, not too hard. Just got to scramble over some rocks, but they've got some grab handles on the rocks, and which makes it pretty easy. But yeah, beautiful view up the top. Not sure what the area is, but yeah, looking over the fields and back out towards the mountains. I think they're Stirling Ranges maybe. But yeah, we're worth it. But at least we've got an easy walk down. It's all downhill, so do the hard yards getting up the top and rewarded with a view, and it's an easy walk back down to the car park. We just rewarded ourselves with a nice chunky beef pie at the Mount Barker bakery. It's pretty popular. Must have been about 100 people in there, and maybe a lineup of 30 or 40. So yeah, they had various pies. They won the gold award for the Korean spicy Korean chicken pie, and we had the chunky beef, and it was delicious. And they have obviously a bakery, and they had a lot of other cakes in there, and a couple of them I've never seen for a long time since I was a kid. Well, the matchsticks, never had them in there. What a perfect location to spend the last night here in Albany before we move on. Just waiting for the sun to go down behind me, and we'll watch the sunset over the cliffs near Albany. I just stopped off in Denmark in the main street and got a coffee as the lake house was shut. So we'll head down to the beach now and check out Elephant Rocks and Green Pool, I think it's called.
Caught behind Venetian blinds, out of reach for the city lights. This ain't where I belong. Hey, look at me, man, what I've become.
Located not far from Denmark is Green's Pool. We spent a couple of hours here relaxing on the beach before taking a short walk around to the stunning Elephant Rocks. Western Australia sure has some stunning beaches.
Sitting in my pocket in plain sight all alone. I think it's time for me to go, burn all bridges. All I know, I got lost along the way, fell between the foam.
Just a short walk around from Greens Beach. We have Elephant Rocks, and there's a nice little beach. Very similar. Obviously there's a lot of these rocks, hence the name Elephant Rocks, but yeah, quite a nice beach to swim in.
Don't look before you leave. What you give, you get. So long, farewell, bye-bye.
We took one last look at the beautiful Greens Pool before jumping in the D-Max and taking the short drive around to Waterfall Beach.
And my crooked little heart that seems so rebellious is falling apart right now. I'm bleeding.
Well, here we are, a couple of k's down from Elephant Rocks. We have Waterfall Beach, named after this waterfall, obviously, that flows into a small stream, probably maybe 40-50 metres into the ocean. Yeah, pretty cool. Yeah, Waterfall Beach is another stunning Western Australian beach. Western Australia definitely is the state for the most beautiful beaches, I think. Absolutely stunning. Sport for choice over here.
We continued our journey west, and our next stop was Walpole and the stunning circular pool. This ended up being a little gem, and I cannot wait to come back here and spend more time around Walpole and circular pool. Circular Pool is a popular picnic spot on the Franklin River. With small rapids and a tranquil swimming pool, I can see why. To get here is easy from Walpole. Follow the hilltop road out of Walpole and follow the signs for about 10 kilometres on the gravel road to Circular Pool. We're continued west towards Dencatrasto National Park, where I heard that there was a shipwreck in easy view on a beautiful beach. Unfortunately, we couldn't see the shipwreck, probably due to the tide being too high. Still, it was a stunning beach to visit, and we spent half an hour here just taking in the spectacular views. Next, we headed inland towards Pemberton to check out the tall Karri Forest, and Jacob wanted to climb the famous Gloucester Tree.
Unfortunately guys, the Gloucester Tree is closed for maintenance, so we can't climb it today, but it's proper tall and it looks a bit sketchy with just the pins or what are they, rods sticking out the tree. But yeah, we've been told it's going to be closed for a few months, so doing it up. And I was just talking to a guy there, he's saying that Adventure Park hasn't been open yet, that's new, they started that just before Christmas. So yeah, next time we come here there'll be a adventure climbing course to do as well. But I'd climb up the tree, I reckon climbing up would be okay, but climbing down will be a bit sketchy. It'd be a good idea to put a flying fox at the top and you can just jump off and slide down to the car park. But yeah, this is only just out of Pemberton, not very far, maybe 2 or 3 kilometres. But it's yeah, well worth having a look, but it's yeah, proper sketchy I think. You'd want to be not scared of heights. They've also got an adventure playground here, but that's closed as well. That would have been pretty cool with a flying fox. Climb up this tree here and you go down on the flying fox. Yeah, adventure course, that would be pretty cool, but it's closed at the moment.
A short drive from the Gloucester Tree is the Dave Evans Bicentennial Tree, which is taller, and Jacob was keen to check it out and maybe climb it.
Yeah, so behind me, not far from the Pemberton tree, maybe, how far was it, maybe 8 kilometres, 10 kilometres maybe, we have the Dave Evans Bicentennial Tree, and it's very similar. You could climb it. Again, this one's up for maintenance, so we can't climb it today, but it's probably a similar height, 40-50 metres high maybe, and you scale it with up this steel peg ladder, and it just wraps around the tree. And there's a platform at the top.
It was getting late in the day and we needed to keep pushing west towards Margaret River. It was a beautiful drive through the Karri Forest as we headed towards the coast.
Well, good morning guys. This is a glorious morning. Just woke up about 15 minutes ago, made a coffee, and it's about 6 a.m. So, and it's pretty hot, warm now. It feels like about 25, 26 degrees. So it's going to be a glorious day to continue our adventure we're just south of Margaret River at the moment. We'll go look at apparently some caves in the area here. Giant Cave, Lake Cave and Mammoth Cave, which sounds awesome. Then we'll follow the coast around and take you guys along for the journey. Well, we're just about to enter the Mammoth Cave. They've given you, it's a self-guided tour. They give you these headphones and a little device here. And when you get to each area, there will be a number. Type in the number and there'll be a bit of an explanation. Yeah, this is spectacular guys. Mammoth Cave, not far from Margaret River. The entry fee for me and Jacob, I think it's $36. And they give you this, it's a self-guided tour. They give you these headphones and a tablet. And basically when you come to a number, like this one in the background here, you just type it in and there's a speech or a commentary all about what you're looking at. Yeah, pretty cool.
We had a short drive into Margaret River, a quaint little town in a beautiful location. We grabbed a bite to eat in an unusual pizza shop and stocked up on food before heading on to Bustleton.
I saw a couple kissing by the door. It took my breath away. The void you left is more than I can bear.
Oh, the water is absolutely beautiful. It's not cool at all, just the right temperature. And it's crystal clear. Yeah, loving this. If I could live here, Bustleton. It's a beautiful town. And the foreshore is second to none in my opinion. Heaps of choices to eat and drink along the way, along the foreshore. And you can walk the jetty, and there's also a train, but they charge you to do both. So Jacob and I didn't bother on that. But it's a pretty long jetty. I don't know how long it is. Maybe 500 metres long, maybe.
Look at that!
And you got the famous sheds, I suppose they call them, behind us. Yeah, very nice, Bustleton. So we're going to spend the afternoon in the ocean and sea here, swimming.
Not to shout your name out loud.
Well guys, we got into Fremantle late last night after dark. We passed from Bustleton, we drove up the coast through Bunbury. Had a quick look around Bunbury, but there wasn't much I could see to film. So we just continued on, got dinner in Bunbury and headed to Fremantle. Yeah, today we just had a lazy day, just wandering around the city. It's a nice city, Fremantle. A lot of heritage buildings or colonial style buildings, a bit like the old courthouses, sandstone buildings, and we had a walk through the old Fremantle jail. And now we've just come down here to Little Creatures, one of my favourite beers. So we're just going to have a quiet beer in here, and we'll wrap the video up here, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. The south coast of, or southwest coast of Western Australia is absolutely stunning. I definitely have to come over and spend a bit more time, especially around Bunbury. Go inland, there's a lot of national parks, it'd be good camping, I reckon, in there. So until next time, guys, take care, and we'll see you next video.
Thanks for watching, legends. Please subscribe, hit the bell icon, which will encourage me to create more content like this. Until next time, take care, and I'll see you in the next video.